that's gonna be a sweet spot in.
Okay, since we're already talking about Flayn to start things off, well, I guess we'll just start with Flayn. Okay. The thing with Flayn that caught me completely was just the fact that she's giving damage reduction to allies. And the reason why I find this so significant is because in game currently, like how hard do we struggle to get like spurn, close call, or repel on heroes? Like it's such an expensive skill. Yeah, and it's like game changing. It makes great heroes into heroes that will just dominate. So, especially because of the heroes they come on too. Like if you consider them, like that's Marita, that's Larcy. Hell, it could also be like Flayn, you know, Chris. All these heroes are really good. But yeah, like it was already hard enough to get it, and now you don't have to do that. But if you do happen to have those skills and you have Caduceus Staff, you're now doing 30% damage. No, I believe it's 40 and then 30, right?
So you'd be taking about 58% less damage.
58% less damage. Yeah, chat. This is what I'm trying to talk. What we're trying to say, like, if you reduce 58%, if you reduce that much damage, and especially if it's more than half, your opponent's not hitting 100 on you. They're most likely hitting like 60, 70 on you. So if you're taking 30 something damage, there's no chance of your hero dying.
Yeah, like about 60, 70 is usually with the inclusion of the special. Like take Lysithea. I've seen Lysithea's and Aetherite's defense hitting like 80 something damage. If you take off more than half of that, even just a regular blessed hero could probably take that, no problem.
Yeah.
And if you're following Leon, even though that triangle disadvantage is there is no way Leon isn't going to survive, even against nukes like Lysithea.
Right.
Just for perspective's sake.
Oh, and just to remind people, there will be combinations and compositions where this is even more ridiculous. For example, if you run Resonant Mia. So when she's initiating, she has 75% damage reduction, but when she's not initiating, she's vulnerable. But what if she's within 2 range of Flayn, or multiple Flayns? Then what happens? Like she's you can't attack her because she'll outspeed you and you can't double her, and then she already takes up so much room. So if you can't get the kill on her, and then next turn she's just chasing you down. Like do you guys see the conundrum here? There are literally compositions out there where you can't kill them, and then they're gonna do so much damage and put the beating on you.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. This is one of the most broken heroes I've seen right away.
And if you want to get brainless, you just do bike. There's always bike to think about. That 0.4, that 40% reduction that bike has would become about the same thing. So it'd be about a 58% reduction on the first hit for bike, for example. Then the second hit would be like 10%.
Though with that said, guys, it's not just a character like Bike. You want to know another character that can be pretty busted?
Edit Flayn so the 30 doesn't stack.
Edelgard. Brave Edelgard.
30% reduction on the first hit, and then no matter what, it's like 90 on the second hit.
Yeah, because Edelgard has 80% damage reduction on the second hit, and then the remainder gets reduced by 30%. She's almost unkillable then. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to beat her. Her defense and res is already incredible, so...
Yeah. I mean, the first reduction is usually the one that matters. Anything like multiplicative reductions are very noticeably smaller.
Yeah.
But this basically turns Edelgard into Ike with all the extra stats.
Right.
None of the forced desperation.
Right. And that's one of the things I wanted to mention, because her only true weakness was like, hey, you either bait her where there's no damage reduction, or you kill her in one shot. Now you can't kill her in one shot. Heroes that could kill her in one shot barely got it, and in some compositions and some buffs, you couldn't get it anyways.
Oh, don't get us wrong. There's still going to be some armor-effective mages out there that do enough to have 30% reduction, still one shot. But especially with blessing buffs, that's almost impossible. Almost.
They can't edit this, guys, by the way. Riley was saying, that, what if they just edit it? And they're not going to edit this. It would have already been here.
I mean, they could always screw up and forget that, but there is a more than likely chance you can stack flames.
Yeah.
Which is silly, because that's only going 30% If you take 30%, you stack it twice. That would be what now? 51% reduction.
You guys want to know the most cancerous composition you can possibly make?
What was that?
6 Flames. You think
I mean,
I'm kidding?
They would all be... Oh, that. Wait a minute.
You think I'm kidding? Because it's within 2 spaces. You can actually put 6 within. You can put 6 together, and it would all trigger.
If you want to be silly, then 5 Flayns stacking 1 Flayn would be approximately an 84% reduction.
And then with a healing tower in the back. Not that you really need it, because they'll all be healing each other.
Now, of course, their bulk's gonna suck, but what does it even matter anymore?
But their bulk sucks, but it doesn't even matter. That's the ultimate, guys. That's the ultimate stall strategy. 6 Flames.
Oh, why are we making glass cannons and tanks? I hate this. But it might work.
It actually might work. Here's the thing: you use 6 Flames and all with War Flyers, right?
Flyerball Flames with Caduceus Staff. And then they're all bonus because you can do that.
Chat, I'm sorry. This is
not as good on Shadow Season it broken on Astra.
Okay, whales out there, please. I know I'm asking you a lot, but if you do this, you might literally break the game. And while I'm pretty sure people will hate you for it, I think it'll be hilarious.
We can all run Iota's shield on A slot.
You make the most exposed Flayn carry IO. Yeah, and then what are they supposed to do?
You could all put them all in A slot, or you could give them like bond 4s or attack defense unity.
Wait a sec, can't they use like fortified defense res and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, they can use fortifies.
Holy crap.
Smirking face.
Okay, Riley, if you make it happen. I'm serious, guys. Like, did IS really think this through? That's my question right now. Because this is, I don't know. I seriously don't know. If they
obviously out of combat damage is the biggest destroyer to adapt to reduction plus Deadeye.
Sure. But Deadeye, I'm sorry, Shinon's gone already, and how many people have Deadeye?
No, a few people.
A few people, and
not
a lot. And technically, the best users of Deadeye are already are very slow heroes, because if you're already really fast, you're not reducing damage, right? If you outspeed your opponent, they're not reducing damage on you. So Deadeye is just damage, but still good.
Yeah, and you only get to hit it once, so make that count. Otherwise, it's 80% reduced on the centermost Flayns.
I think the answer to this is, again, chip damage, you know?
Bolt Tower even. But the problem is, if you give them even a turn after Bolt Tower, they all just heal each other.
Yeah. And the other thing is, you know, you're like, oh, well, I'll just go bait them. Well, I hope you have Null Sea Disrupts, because they all have Dazzling Staff. Okay. Ugh. This is why I'm saying, like, I don't think IS thought this through. This is not making any sense to me. Chat, is this making any sense to you? Like,
not really.
It takes like 5 minutes to realize this is probably pretty unfair, you know?
The only thing is Bramimond will shut it down.
Oh yeah, but you're not using Bramimond offensively. You'll use him defensively.
I mean, you'll be supporting people at Flayn in the Aether Raid's offense sometimes.
Imagine you're now forced to carry Bramimond into Aether Raid's offense because of Flame Balls. I don't even want to think of that day. Oh man. Ugh. But that is also a good news for people running Bramimond, because this is going to make a big difference for you. Like, Bramimond being your main exposed hero is going to have a lot more value.
Absolutely. Hey, if you really want to get stupid, by the way, technically can't Zane take this?
Can't? Oh shit, yeah.
So you could run super stat Zane plus reduction.
Yeah, see, that was the one thing about Zane I think a lot of people realized was going to be an issue on him. Was that, like, as good as everything was, he didn't have, like, damage reduction. Right? You can run a wall, but you can't run damage reduction. And now You technically, well, you can run a lull and down introduction.
Yeah. And then still have stats, because we know Flayn's gonna have at least one good stat.
Yeah. Okay, 3 of Spades has just mentioned something really goofy. 6 Flames, all with Fortress Defense Res 3, Miracle, and Rain skills. We're doomed.
I don't even think about that. Rains are actually just better than wards in some cases.
Right. I think the exposed Flame would probably run like IOT Shield with a Rain.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Okay, we've spent 10 minutes talking about just Flayn, but I think it was worth it because we've already figured out why this is not making any sense. You know, we were talking earlier about, like, things already got ridiculous when we made that super stacked up, like, who was it again? Starts with S, high defense, high res healer. Why am I blanking?
Huh?
High defense, high res.
High defense, high res healer. You got air. Lena can be made that way.
Silk, there you go. Why am I blanking on Silk?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so say you have Silk already, and we were already made easy compositions where she was incredibly difficult to deal with. And this just takes it to another level.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways. Chat. This, I'm sorry. Like, I really think this could kill the game. It's okay.
To a degree.
To a degree. It's not gonna literally kill the game, but to a degree, because again, I don't know how a lot of people would deal with that, because it doesn't say any limitations. If you literally fought 6 Flames, a lot of people just won't be able to deal with it, because they're all healers. They're all healing themselves. There's a healing tower. There will literally be compositions where if you just pull 6 Flames, and I think that's it. I'm just kidding around. I don't think you need 6 Flames. I think if you do 4 or something, it's already the majority of the benefits, right? Because the down reduction is less and less with each stack of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not literally 6 Flames and it's incredible. Like, you could do Flames with a mixture of heroes with already down introduction on them. Like, stall teams now look more better than ever as long as you run a Flayn. Anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it doesn't even matter what comes. So there's gonna be obviously counters. Damage reduction always has its counters, but the fact that you can give anybody damage reduction, and there are means by which that's just impossible to avoid. Ugh.
Yep.
If you really want to get toxic, you run this with Guard. You ever wanted to make Elbegin more immortal? You give the candle with guard bearing and Caduceus staff. Plus ward flyers, plus attack death rate or something.
I just realized something. What if you...
What's that?
Do you remember in our first year, we literally saw this happen? People would just run armored heroes, but you know what they did? They took off their weapons. Could we go back to those days where there are just armored heroes with no weapons standing perfectly still with like healers behind them? Specifically Flames. That would be so goofy. But like, no, guys, that was a real thing back in the day. People would actually just run plus 10 armor heroes with no weapons. That way they don't move. Okay, we'll see what happens. But Flayn, pretty busted.
Flayn, I am very much frightened right now.
Yep. And also, by the way, as much as we talk about like damage reduction teams, she has freaking ground orders. If she wanted to set it up, that entire team could be chasing you down.
It's a drawback heal.
She also has a drawback heal, which makes no sense because, well, oh my god, that just pulls you closer to back to the healing tower.
Uh-huh. That's a good way to keep the ball going.
This is literally just, this could be so cancerous, chat. So
It will be.
cancerous.
It's going to be no matter what because of ground orders, but how cancerous, I'm very afraid to see.
Yep.
For those wondering, by the way, if you do run Courtly Candle, Eldigan pairing with Caduceus Staff, only taking about 13% damage on the first hit, and if you run it Deflect, Eldigan is taking a whopping 7% damage on the second hit.
Yep.
That's just immortal.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. See, guys, I was really happy about Flayn coming into the game. Like, I really wanted her to come to the game because, you know, playing through 3 houses, she's super cute and she's super well-meaning. She's sheltered and she's like experiencing things for the first time. Like, it's all super cute and stuff. And then she comes to Heroes and she potentially might kill the game. At least certain modes, she might just be absolutely dominant.
And it's Flayn. Even though people are strained for orbs right now, there's going to be a few of them running around.
Yep. Alright, but as ridiculous as she is, some of these other heroes are ridiculous. Thunder Knight, Catherine, for example. The thing that struck me the most was that Catherine seems to be a mixture of Merida and Fallen Merida.
Yeah, that's actually a very solid way of putting it.
Right, because Fallen Merida has the second part of this ability. You can make a follow-up attack before Folk and counter attack, except she has an HP threshold part on it. Whereas Merida has extra stats and null follow-up when she attacks. So, well, actually, is it when she attacks? I don't know. It's
in solo, Merida gets all plus
it's
4
solo, right?
Null follow-up.
And in this case, it's not quite as many stats, and it's not the entire null follow-up, but it's attack speed plus 5, and then the the abilities that prevent units follow-up attacks all get negated. So, at least as well, if your opponent's over 50%, Catherine's probably gonna kill them.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what the phase, she already has half of the null follow-up, but Desperation, she gets Daring Fighter in the player phase as long as she's healthy, plus that attack speed push-ish kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, you get to run lull. Like you need it.
Right. Right, like, these... I don't want to say things are broken because there's always going to be better and whatnot, but like,
I mean,
this is...
if we're talking in this particular case, she's player phase oriented, which isn't always the biggest threat in like defense teams. And it has its overextension problems. But we're still talking in modern generation, likely extremely fast unit with dual phase null follow-up to a degree, and attack speed plus 5. This is no slaying, I guess. But she's probably gonna have like 45 base speed, 46 base speed, even.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know what to say. This entire kit though is really simple. Swift Sparrow 3, Law Speed, Defense, and Thunderbrand. They all synergize perfectly with each other. She wants more speed so she can get two shots off and get the kill, and she wants more attack. Swift Sparrow provides that. Law Speed Defense provides that. Thunderbrand provides that. That's it. You're done. I don't know.
It's so straightforward, but
it's incredibly straightforward.
Does it need to be any other way?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be any other way. What am I saying? Alright, so basically all you gotta decide on is a C-slot skill, and you're done. That was quick.
Yeah. Woo, just run attack smoke, because she's probably not gonna be that fast. I mean, tanky.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Or you could also run damage reduction on B, but given that we have Flayn, what does it even matter?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to keep talking about Flayn, but like, Flayn literally fits in every composition.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be insane what Flayn can do. I'm terrified.
You know, if you just make a defensive team or offensive team with just this banner, I think you'll be really happy.
Uh-huh. That much I don't fully agree with. The consistency of this banner is amazing.
Playing Innocence.
Yeah. Playing alright.
This is the face of destruction. This is the face of somebody who's changed Faye.
Face of somebody who would get you stuck in a McDonald's playhouse.
Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. I'm glad Flayn's in this game and she's super cute. Look at her. Look at... This isn't fair. I don't want to hate her. But I cringe at the thought of, like, in the future in Ether raids, just fighting multiple Flayns. I'm just... It gives me the shivers to thinking about, like, how frustrating it's gonna... It's just, like, if it happens to me, I kind of feel like, yeah, sure, I'll try and play it out, but, like, I'm just delaying the inevitable. Ugh. Alright. But again, I think there is a way to deal with this, guys. Like, for example, if the Bolt Tower triggers, and Flayn doesn't have that much HP, she only has like 40, right? So, they're all 1 HP.
Yeah.
You better kill as many of them as you can right away.
just gonna be bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Start blasting all these planes out of the sky.
Yep.
And good luck with that.
Oh yeah. And the other thing is like 24 times 2. That's not low.
No, it is not. I mean, granted, it's Wrathful Staff, but wait a minute, that's a 4-star green cat. Wait, is it 4-star? Is it
No,
4-star?
well, here's the thing. She has no
Yeah,
A
it's
slot.
4-star.
She has no A slot skill.
This is true.
So
This is very true.
I'm
I think
expecting
those
her to
caps have,
actually,
like,
huh?
20. I think those caps have like 24-ish res, 25. So we're looking at about 34 to 35 attack ish.
If she's 34 to 35, this that's actually kind of silly because that's actually really good for a healer, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be all in her speed. Like she's gonna have a lot of speed, mediocre attack, probably high res ish, and low defense.